Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. So the Nuggets win the tip. Outside Anthony. Pass to English. Anthony with it. Anthony with it. A beautiful reverse layup. Now Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Back to Kidd. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Shot misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris, Thompson with the bucket.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Pass to Irving. Back to Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Now, here is Irving. A steal. Teardrop shot. And Brooklyn has possession. 4-point game. Now here's Williams. Pass to Irving. Backs in. Outside Kidd. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And so here's Denver. Thompson outside. Pass to English. Now Anthony. Here's English. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Thompson outside. Pass to Anthony. They set the screen. Lopez over to help. Makes it off the glass. Kidd with it. Back to Irving. And here is Lopez. Here's Petrovic. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Irving.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's English. Lever. Whistle. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Kidd. Back to Lopez. Ball's not loose. Here's English. Out to Anthony. And Irving pulls it down. Brooklyn trailing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Thompson outside. Pass to English. Shot off the screen. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
Here's Kidd. Outside Irving. Outside Irving. He used that pick just right. Thompson outside. Pass to Anthony. Here's English. 6 on the shot clock. Here's English. Banked in off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside Kidd. Irving. Backing down. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
Thompson outside. Issel. Pass to English. Off target from outside. Here's Petrovic. Right side, Irving. Outside, Kidd. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thompson. They get it back, and that one's good.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Here comes Jason Kidd, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Lopez. Outside Anthony. Here's English. Clock at 6. Issel. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here comes Jason Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Irving. Kidd. Back to Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8. Here's English. And he banks in the layup.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Outside Kidd. Back to Irving. Here's Petrovic. Here's Petrovic. Drops in the layup for 2. Here's English. 6 points for him. Pass to Thompson. Here's English. Back to Thompson. English. And here is Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. Petrovic with the rebound. Now here's Kidd. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that one's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Denver in the lead. Here's English. steps back and drains the jump shot. He's got 8.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Lopez. Here's Petrovic. Irving with the ball. Now Irving. 8 points for him. Outside Kidd for the 3. English pulls it in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Anthony. Nice move. Issel. No good on the layup. Here comes Jason Kidd. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Denver calls timeout. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Vanderlei, and blocked. They recover it. Count that one.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Here is Anderson. Carter outside. Coleman. Can't get it to go. And here is Iverson. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Anderson with the ball. Carter outside. Pass to Jefferson. Picked away. And they're pushing it up. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor. Now here's Anderson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now Carter uses the glass to finish the layup. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Back to Mutombo. 6 on the shot clock. Van Exel. And again, it's Denver. Anderson with the ball. Carter outside. That one a little long. And that does it for the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there? Brooklyn trailing. Here is Anderson. Pass to Jefferson. Back to Anderson. Knocked away. Carter. Now here's Jefferson. 5 to shoot. Now Jefferson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Jefferson. And here are the Nuggets now. Leading by 5. Iverson outside. Oh, and it's right for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Here's Carter. Pass to Anderson. Back to Carter. Launches it. No good. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Vandeweghe. Iverson outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. Now here's Jefferson. Back to Martin. Anderson. Carter outside. There's a good screen. Here's Jefferson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Here's Iverson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Nets, they're going to change here. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 7. Pass to Russell. There's the screen. Now here is Carter. Shot clock at 6. Carter right side. With the fadeaway. Good. And here is Billups. Vandeweghe. Outside Billups. Iverson outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Carter. Now Russell. Here's Harris. His 3-pointers off the mark. Denver in the lead. Iverson outside. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And here's Russell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he gets it to go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Iverson. Billups with the ball. Jokic hits it from about 6 feet away. He has 6. Here is Russell. Pass to Harris. Can't get it to go. Now here's Billups. Here's Iverson. Fires from deep. Billups, no good. Now Russell. Here's Harris. And here is Harris. Back to Russell. Pass to Carter. And here is Harris. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Iverson outside. A stupendous finish in traffic. 6 points for him. Now Russell. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. Pass to Harris. Back to Russell. Lets it go with the three. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Iverson with the ball. He has 6. Lets the three fly. And it's Chauncey Billups with 3. Russell with it. Leaner from distance. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. And Denver has possession. Leading by 5. Iverson outside. Back to Billups. Shoots the 3. And he gets it to go. He's got 6.
He is really having a good quarter. A strong quarter. An efficient quarter. Doing a lot of positive things out there.
Carter outside. Pass to Russell. Back to Carter. And here's Russell. Now here is Harris. 5 on the clock. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And here are the Nuggets now. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Pass to Iverson. Back to Billups. Here's Iverson. Jokic. Misses from close range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Here's Harris. Back to Russell. Lock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Outside, Billups. Pass to Iverson. Back to Billups. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Brooklyn trailing. Now Harris. Pass to Lopez. Buries it down low. Here comes Carmelo Anthony. Outside Billups. Here's English. Here's English. He's got 8, and the shot is good. 10 points for him. And here is Harris. Pass to Lopez. Now Russell. Back to Lopez. He's guarded by Billups. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Anthony. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here is Russell. Pass to Lopez. Back to Russell. Into Brook Lopez. And he slams it one-handed. And Denver has possession. 4-point game. Outside Anthony. Lopez grabs the board.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Harris with it. Pass to Russell. From past the arc. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. He's got 10.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Now here's Thompson. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Harris. Now here is Russell. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Billups with the ball. 6 points for him. Left side, Billups. Pass to Anthony. Thompson outside. Back to Anthony. Rocket 6. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Nets making a switch here. The Nets with the lead. Now here's Kidd. Here's Lopez. Shot is blocked. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Kidd. Just 5 to shoot. Ball stolen. Now Anthony. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Williams. Outside Irving. Kidd with it. Back to Irving. Can't get it to go. Here's English. 10 points for him. The turnaround jumper. Count it. 12 points for him.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Kidd. Lopez backs in. From 12 feet out. Thompson with the rebound. Outside Anthony. Leads him in there. Whistle. Blocked. And he gets it back. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kidd with it. Pass to Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him. The Nuggets trail. And here is Anthony. Anthony right side. Here's English. Now here's Anthony. That's blocked. Here's Petrovic. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Here's English. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Thompson outside. Thompson left side. 4 on the clock. Anthony from deep three-point range and beyond the arc and then some. He's got 9.
Well, he hit that shot, Kevin, from the suburb. What a shot.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Here's Kidd. Off the inbound. Shot denied. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's English. And again, Denver with the triple.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Brooklyn trailing. Back to Irving. Backing down. Outside Kid. Shot clock at 6. Petrovic. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Here's English. Back to Anthony. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Nets.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that 3-point attempt there.
There's a screen. Swiped it away. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Kidd. Back to Irving. Left side Irving. No luck. Here's English. 15 points in the game. Can't connect from short range.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
He took good advantage of that screen. He's got 11. Denver calls timeout. The Nuggets now in offense. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 17.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
And Irving backs in. Outside Irving. Outside Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. For the lead, they grab their own miss. Here's Irving, count the bucket.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
Here's English. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Petrovic. 11 points in the game. Out of bounds, next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And so it's Brooklyn with it. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Lopez. Backing in. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. He's got 10. A tight game here in Denver. Back to Anthony. The shot misses. And here is Kidd. There's the pick. Pass to Irving. He lobs it up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tops it in the post. And he gets it to go.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Here's Petrovic. Now Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Anthony with it. He's got 11. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 13. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Now here's Kidd. Back to Irving. Clock at 6. Pass to Lopez. Irving pulls up on the wing. Can't get it to go. Now Thompson. Here's English. Here's English. The dive for the ball. And stolen by Williams. Outside Irving. From about 19 feet. Rebound by Anthony. And here's Denver. Back to Thompson. Pass to English. It's good from long range. 20 points for him.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Williams. And Williams backs in. From the baseline. Tries to keep it alive. They get it again. And that one's good by Lopez.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now here's Anthony. The 19-foot shot. And Lopez pulls it down. Issel. Knocks down the 10-footer. 8 points for him. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Lopez. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Here's English. Kidd grabs the board. Williams with the ball. Back to Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Irving for the lead. No up.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Anthony with it. Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more. And the next one going to change here. And that one misses. So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 3. Here's Kidd. That's good. 6 points for him. Here's English. 20 points for him. Back to Mutombo. Pass to English. Drills it from outside.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And here's Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Left side Kidd. 6 to shoot. Again, the Nets for 2. So it's Denver now. The lead is 2. Here's English. 23 points in the game. Van Exel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Issel. Off target from three-point range. Jefferson with it. He's got 5. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's English. Lever. Pass to English. Back to Mutombo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. The Nets making a switch here. And so Mutombo nails both of them. Anderson with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Carter, all sorts of time. Back to Anderson. Carter outside. Drops in the tray.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Iverson. Six on the shot clock with his first shot attempt.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Carter outside. And the net, another three. Here's Iverson. He has 6. Poked away. Jefferson with it. And no good trying to get that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Nuggets trail. Iverson outside. Clock at 6. Dives for it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And here are the Nets. Now here's Jefferson. Coleman. Now Iverson. Pass to Mutombo. Iverson outside. Just 5 on the clock. With a step back. It goes straight through with the swish. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now Kidd. Coleman. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Iverson. And they're moving it up.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And here is Jefferson. Outside Kidd. Carter with it for 3. That's good.
That's true. And his spectacular shot blocking something else to look for, especially recovering on the break. He can run you down and send it away in a heartbeat. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now here's Kidd. There's the pick. Carter outside. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Iverson outside. The fadeaway. Blocked. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. So it's Denver now. 7-point differential. And it's blocked. Now here's Jefferson. They get a hand on it. Lever. Iverson outside. 5 on the clock. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Jefferson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Coleman. Here's Kidd. Misses, and he wants that one back. Iverson with the ball. Pass to Mutombo. Iverson outside. Knocks down the three ball. Here's Kidd. Coleman. 6 to shoot. Back to Kidd. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here comes Iverson. Mixed ice. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Beautiful double clutch. Great job to get the shot past the defender.
Here's Kidd. Lays up the pick. Coleman. Again, the Nets for two.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Iverson. Lock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a new group in for the Nets. The Nets with the lead. Kidd with it. Pass to Irving. Backs him down. That's good. Here's English. And here's Thompson. Anthony with it. Anthony right side. Anthony right side. The jump hook. And he gets the bucket. And here are the Nets. Outside Kidd. Pass to Irving. Backs him down. Fires from the wing. That one wide left. Here's English. Jacks up a three. Here's Anthony. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Now here's Kidd. Outside Irving. And good on the basket. Book it. The Nuggets trail. Here's English. From the top of the key. And again it's Denver.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And the Nets with possession. Outside Kidd. Pass to Irving. Defensive foul. Now here's Lopez. From 11 feet away. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Irving with the steal. Pass to Kidd. Back to Irving. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Here's English. And that is good. He's got 27.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Here's Kidd. Back to Irving. Backing him down. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's good from Irving. Both free throws good for Irving. Thompson outside. Pass to English. And here's Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's English. Lopez over to help. Here's English. That is good. He has 29.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And here is Kidd. Pass to Irving. Backs down. Outside Kidd. Back to Irving. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Denver calls timeout. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 4. Jokic and Lopez pulls it down. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Kidd. Clock at 6. Now Williams. Outside Irving. Thompson with the rebound. They set the pick. Thompson right side. Can't hit from in close. And here's Irving. Outside Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Lopez. No good. Now Anthony. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 19.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And here is Kidd. Pass to Irving. Right side Irving. It's good. Here's the screen. Here's English. Here's English. Just 5 to shoot. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Thompson misses, and he commits the intentional foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Now, here is Irving. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one. Second one is good. And both at the line. And
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Here's English. Outside Anthony. Pass to English. Fires the three. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that... And he hits both free throws here. So now
no mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Denver calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts? Outside Anthony. Launches a three. Nails the tray. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. An intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that. So he gets them both in a... On deep, it falls! And that shot brings them to within just one. And so it's Brooklyn